All right, so in this step, we draw the locomotive grills. I might as well start by drawing in the dynamic brake. And dynamic brake basically it has a grill that has mainly the vertical grill. And drawing the dynamic brake first, which if you've seen other of my SD40-2 drawings, you've maybe seen that I've usually draw the radiator grills or even the blower duct. This kind of shows that it really doesn't matter what part of the locomotive you draw first. Maybe move this tiniest bit. Like, let's move it to about right there. There we go. And there's a couple latches right there. As I often say, don't be afraid to erase a little bit. And we'll put the blower duct in, which is right about an inch. And down about 3/8 of an inch. The blower duct, as I often say, has sort of what looks like the late model grill for the EMD type locomotives, just sort of the vertical lines. And then this SD40-2 has the early type grills. When I drew this, it's weathered quite a bit, so it's a little harder to see the detail of the grill in there, but it's got the mesh grill, so both grills are right about an inch long. So there we go. Put a little bit more. Just sort of go back and work on that for a second. Sometimes you'll see details that you've just worked on that you want to touch up, like that grill just there. Okay. And this has both the vertical grill and then the horizontal lines, as this is an earlier SD40-2. Okay, And then one of the next steps we should just do is put the steps in so that we're getting this basically ready to put locomotive trucks in. Then we can fill in a few more details. And this SD40-2 does not have a plow. It has a all different kinds of details and all different kinds of places to just sort of spot, like whether they have plows or where their horns are. And now, kind of both in the front and the back, it has this. This is the same. Back. And then we want to put the, basically goes to, now this is where there's this one detail that we get on the frame side is, as you've seen me draw on this before, that this notch where the frame kind of goes down and then up and down and up. In the case of this KCS one, it's just a straight frame going across. So when it comes to painting it, it's not, you don't really notice it quite as much. There are all kinds of things from engine to engine, or as I said, era to era, engine to engine, that you'll start to realize some things you notice more, some things you notice less on a specific engine as you draw it. Like, as I said, that little notch in the frame, you're not going to really notice it in this drawing because it just sort of blends in with the underframe. Why don't we put the latches in the door? The more you kind of notice things like that, you kind of realize what parts of the drawing you should maybe focus on more and focus on less. because that's kind of where you need to sort of, even as you're drawing, take little kind of breaks. As you think about what should I do next in the drawing. Do the cab window. And then we'll probably move on to doing the locomotive trucks. All right.